Do you think the other sports kind of owe touch a little bit of like thank you for developing?
Big time.
There's a lot of people that have transferred from touch.
I've always credited touch for those skills. It needs a bit more love.
The People's Game, ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
Kia ora ana, tala falava, malo lele, nisa pula vinaka, whakalowalai atu, and a warm Pacific greetings to you all, wherever you're watching from around the world. This is the 2025 Pacific Cup Touch Tournament held here at Mountfort Park in Manurewa. We've got an exhibition match coming up for you between the Waqavuka Open Mixed, coming directly from Fiji, and the Samoa Under-16 Mixed. My name is Tivoli Guthrie. It's a pleasure to have your company here with us today. And this should be an interesting one. We've got Waqavuka, as I mentioned, directly from Fiji. And we've got Samoa Under-16, who, if my sources serve me correctly, I don't think have dropped the game in the grade that they're playing in today. So this should be an interesting matchup. We'll see how it goes. But it's definitely going to make for some interesting viewing. We've got Samoa in the light and navy blue going from right to left on your screen. And we've got Waqavuka in the white and navy blue going from left to right on your screen. So it's been a beautiful day here at Mountfort Park. The sun has been shining all day. The cloud has provided enough cover so that we're not all getting sunburnt out there in the hot sun. There's a little bit of wind providing some reprieve for spectators sitting around. And the touch on the field has been of high caliber, and I'm sure this game will be no different. As Samoa start with the ball, getting down to the 7. And we'll see what they can come up with on their first attacking fray. As cutout ball looks to go to the right-hand link. Just look to sort of be caught in two minds with that pass. And now Waqavuka will look to yardage out from their own try line, making very, very good meters on their first couple of touches. If that's anything to go by, I'm sure we can expect big things in this game from the Waqavuka team. And with one more up their sleeve, yeah, just getting caught at dummy half there. With one more to go, looking to run quick hands out to the right. Was that a shot there from the Samoan winger? It was indeed. Stepped up and made the touch, so a brilliant touch there from Samoa. Yeah, and unfortunately, just another error coming off their own try line. So Waqavuka will get a full set of 6 down on the 7-meter line. See what they can produce. They've got both middles up there. Looking for the follow play, not quite doing there though. The referee has found the penalty in there, an infringement from the Samoan team. Offside was the call. And Uluisuva looking to dive over the line, and he's got the ball down. Great work there. He's a tall man. Got a very long reach, does Eroni Uluisuva. And he crosses over for the first for Waqavuka. Just got the open side quickie. Isolated that safe defender. And then a brilliant dive there, sliding the ball across the try line. And he gets Waqavuka's first of the afternoon. So we are running with 11-minute halves here. If you haven't caught any of the action today, if you're just joining us, 11-minute halves here. We've got all of our tamariki playing all around the fields. There's 13 in total. Hence the shortened halves for day one. And we'll go back to a sort of more traditional 15-minute half format tomorrow when we hit day 2. Now Samoa looking for the long ball out to the left-hand side, but that's great defense there from Waqavuka. And the turnover comes. So They'll look to yardage forward, although, yeah, a little bobble. The pass kind of got caught in the wind. There is a fair bit of breeze around here, especially around field 1. And so now Samoa, they'll get a full attacking set of 6 down on the try line. As they look to run a quickie. Cut out pass to the left. Just asking a couple of questions. Another quickie, looking to use some footwork, a dive over the line. Touch was made though. Go back to the 7 to roll the ball once more. This Waqavuka defence has looked impressive early on. Some agile middles just able to man up on most of the touches that come their way. And yeah, that's an excellent show of defence there from Waqavuka. So they hold Samoa out. And they still hold a 1-try lead. As we see some fancy footwork from Waqavuka, and he looks to stretch away down the left-hand side. And they've gone from coast to coast, from one side to the other. And a little bobble at the ball, roll ball coming from Valekuta. There was entertaining play there from Waqavuka, stretching it from sideline to sideline, both males and females. And it's that exciting brand of football that we love to see from our Fijian neighbours as Samoa look to ruck off their own try line. Making their way over to their substitution box as they get fresh legs onto the pitch. And caught short-changed here, Samoa, as they approach the halfway line. Couldn't quite get over. That's their 6th touch gone. So Waqavuka get a full set of 6 straight into enemy territory. And we'll see what they can come up with as they get the ball to the middle of the field. The scoop comes out of half, throws the short ball. Touch was made though. So some great direction and connection from the Samoan defence, just looking to organise their troops. And Waqavuka really looking to stretch them, although they're a long way into the 7. So not quite enough space to get that strike touch done. Now they'll look to use the ball on the 5th and final. Touch is made there. So excellent defence there from Samoa. As we see some heavy contact in the middle of the field. Looking to ruck towards their box to get the fresh troops on the field. Another ball goes to ground from Samoa. So a little bit of a nervous start from this under-16s outfit. Now Waqavuka get another full set of 6 inside the Samoan half. I don't think as the Samoan team you want to give them too many strikes at your line. They're doing a great job of keeping them off the 7-metre line at the moment. So they look to run numbers down on the left-hand side. And Waqavuka crossover for their 2nd of the match. And they just faked going the open side. Went back to the short side, 2-on-1 draw pass. And Valekuta goes over for Waqavuka. And they extend their lead out to 2-0. And Samoa, as an under-16s team coming into this game, can be a little bit intimidating coming up against the Nopamix side, but they're holding their own, not too bad at the moment. Just a couple of minor errors here that they might need to fix up. And Waqavuka, the contingent from Fiji. It's great to have our Fijian neighbours coming over from the islands to participate in this tournament. They've been coming for the last 2 years now. As the scoop comes out of half, that was a great touch there from Samoa. Excellent defense there. Caused the touch and pass. And now they get the ball to ruck off their own try line. But it's great to have the Fijian contingent come over for Pacific Cup. They've been coming for the last 2 years, and they always bring that excitement and that energy. Had a welcoming ceremony last night. And it's just a beautiful exchange of cultures and the celebration of different cultures coming together. So always love that from our Fijian neighbours. As Samoa back to the on-field action, look to stretch the ball towards their sub-box, and that's a great option to die with the ball close to their sub-box. Now Waqavuka is at a no-touch. Referees call play on, and the ball goes to ground anyway. So a lucky break there for Samoa. As they just cross over halfway. Looking to get fresh troops of their own back towards the centre of the park. Got just the 3 ladies on at the moment, the 3 females. As the males now make their way onto the park. And 5th and final coming straight down the middle. And a half chance created there by Samoa, but touch was made by Waqavuka, so they hold that 2-try lead. And a little bit of fancy footwork, getting in behind the Samoan defense, finding the numbers out on the right. And within just a couple of touches, Waqavuka already down to the 7-metre line. Brilliant use of their flair as the scoop comes out of half. The draw pass. And Waqavuka crossover for another try of the afternoon. Excellent build-up play. And great eyes-up footy. Identified Samoa, was stripped for numbers down on the right. And the great skill execution with the draw pass to finish it off in the corner. So 3-0 in the shadows of halftime. And with 20 seconds left, we'll see if Samoa can come up with something. Something to show for their first half efforts. Probably only have 1 or 2 cracks at the line. So they get the quickie play. The short ball. Pass was gone. Referee is deemed. And they do, in fact, cross for 1 right before the half. And Samoa peg the deficit back to 2 as the halftime hooter sounds in the background. And perhaps a 50-50 call that has gone their way, but the ball was in the motion of being passed. So referee says play through. And Samoa get their first on the board. Now only trailing by 2 at halftime. We have Waqavuka 3, Samoa 1.
Spring's a great time to get on that next project. So it's time to get out there with the water blaster, clean the deck, wash the house down, get all them spider webs, the grime, the mold, get rid of all that. Bring on some DIY for less.
Get your outdoors looking great with 30 seconds outdoor cleaner, $24.90. Or wash away the dirt with an Azito high pressure water blaster, $149. And tidy up with Saxon pack of 3 150 litre garden bags, just $7.98.
There's heaps to get done around the home in spring, so we can help you get it done. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
Do you think the other sports kind of owe touch a little bit of like thank you for developing?
There's a lot of people that have transferred from touch.
I've always credited touch for those skills. It needs a bit more love.
The People's Game, ki MΑORI Plus, me whakaata Māori.
Kia ora team, and welcome back to second half action here at the 2025 Pacific Cup where we have an exhibition match between the Waqavuka Open Mixed versus the Samoa Under-16 Mixed. And the scoreline at the moment reads 3-1 to Waqavuka, probably a fair reflection of how things panned out in that first half. Waqavuka definitely enjoying the lion's share of both possession and territory. And Samoa managing to peg one back right as the halftime hooter sounded. So 3-1 is the current scoreline, and Waqavuka will have first use of the football in the second half. Getting down to the 7, looking to run a 3-3 peel, stepping off the left foot, beautiful short ball, and excellent skills on display there from the Waqavuka side. Excellent manipulation pre-touch, got the 3-3 peel, stepped off the left foot, committed the safe defender, and a great supporting hold there. And that is exactly how they would have wanted to start the second half, adding 1 to their lead. So 4-1 is the current score, and Samoa will see if they can start the second half the way that they finished the first. And this was the duo that did it for them. They managed to score right at the back end of that first half. We'll see if they can reproduce that here in this set of 6. Just looking to draw defenders out. They've committed 2 to the touch there. Can they convert? No, not quite on that occasion. So Waqavuka, they've been pretty strong defensively, apart from that one blemish, but it was a pretty solid first half display defensively from them. And they look to have started the second half much in the same fashion. So just look to truck the ball up the middle of the field. There's Tumbu with the ball. Getting some go forward, great hands there. That was Uluisuva. Now just expanding the field, looking to run a peel play, a no-look pass. And ball going to ground. Now you could hear the audible gasps from some of the spectators here up on the grandstand on the near side of the pitch. Samoa as they cross the halfway line. Get their substitutions onto the field. See if they can set up a strike dump. And a good scoop off the back end of this. Although not quite being able to get to the end of their set. Forward pass is the call from the referee. Waqavuka, they've been pretty impressive in this aspect of the field as well. The way that they carry the ball through the orange zone, up the middle of the field. Now they've got numbers streaming onto the ball. And running a 32 peel of their own, a short wrap, and it's as simple as that. Great play there from Waqavuka. Really stretched the Samoan defense. Got the middle facing the sideline on the strike touch. That brought the safe side in. The link was just a little bit too far out. And a simple peel play was all that did it. So Waqavuka scored their 5th of the afternoon. And at the moment, their defense is also serving them well, holding firm at the moment. We'll see if Samoa can peg one back. Caused a little slip in defense there. They recovered well, so touches made there. Touch by the Waqavuka defender. They managed to get a penalty there, Samoa. So they'll get a full complement of 6 touches down on the try line. They've got both touches up. We'll see what they can come up with. Ball was down there. Great try there from Samoa. There was a great patient build-up. They managed to draw defenders up at the touch. Both middle defenders got caught at the ruck. And that just blurred the lines defensively there. And Samoa able to cross over for their second of the match. Waqavuka in no real hurry to get this game restarted, back underway as we approach the halfway stage of the second stanza. Just looking to use their speed to try and stretch this Samoan defense, although referee has caught a forward pass at the roll ball just off the ruck, and so penalty comes to Samoa. Fuller running here now, Samoa. A little bobble at the roll ball as it picked up by the referee. Signal play on. So now Samoa looking to strike. Got maybe one more up their sleeve. There's the call, fifth and final from the referee. They look to go open side. Had a last minute change of heart to go back towards the short side. And so pass wasn't quite there, a little bit off balance. Waqavuka looking to ruck the ball off their try line. And Samoa looking a little bit tired here at the moment. Yeah, there they go. They slice through. The long ball goes out to the left. Ball goes to ground though. They'll be breathing a sigh of relief there, the Samoan side, because that was a definite sixth touchdown. It has now gone begging for Waqavuka. I don't think they'll be too displeased with that. Signs are there for a promising campaign tomorrow. As we've mentioned throughout the day, most of the games on this live stream field, on field one, have been exhibition matches. Great chance for some of the travelling teams to get some game time under their belt and get used to the New Zealand style of football. And the competitive games, the competition games, will be tomorrow. So we'll see how they fare once they start playing teams in their own age groups. There's now Waqavuka head towards the 7. Great yardage there from their females. Looking to run a little fly play, and the quick hands out to the right. And Waqavuka crossover for yet another one. That's their 6th of the afternoon. Great play from them. Yeah, Uluisuva with the identification that the toucher there was squared up at the ruck, and then they popped out, both of them, didn't they? 1, 2 for Waqavuka. And the quick hands did the job. So 6-2 is the current scoreline with about 3 minutes left to go in this match. It's our second to last live stream match of the day on field number 1. Samoa look to dive over. Not quite happening on that occasion for them though. Now looking to run a sweep. So changing it up slightly. Double pump, short ball. Brilliant try there from Samoa. And the try is scored. And well deserved from Samoa. They've tried hard. As we see the sweep coming around. Dummied, and then just that double pump. Great chop line there. And a well-deserved try for an under-16s team to go up against an open mixed team and score 3 tries of their own. There's no easy feat, so a big well done to Samoa for footing it with Waqavuka for the first 20 minutes of this match. And with just under 2 minutes left, we'll see if they can stop the Waqavuka attack now. A great little block play and speed just getting to the outside, and they've put it down once again. Just caught in 2 minds there about whether to hold or whether to pass. And a great shot from the Samoan winger to force the issue. And ball goes to ground. So Samoa now, they managed to hold that one out. And have they made a break there? They have indeed. And he'll streak away to score another one. That is 6-4 now. And it was just great body evasion. Little flick up of the legs as we see on the KBS replay. just going into yards. They missed that one. And he thought that he got touched. He was wondering, ref, are you gonna play the touch? The referee said play through. So they carry on, and the fourth of the afternoon is scored by Samoa. So 6-4 with just under a minute left as we approach the end of this game. A great effort by both teams in this match. Waqavuka, they'll want to finish with the flurry as the scoop comes out of half by Tumbu. Great pass to the link. They've got numbers out on the right. Great diving touch there from Samoa. Was it made? I don't think it was. She was there or thereabouts, but just couldn't quite get the hand to him. And it was a great scoop out of dummy half by Tumbu. And a brilliant pass over the top. And then Waqavuka able to cross over for another one of the afternoon. And so 7-4 is the way that it will stay. Barring some miracle on the last play. No, they die with the ball. But a great game played in great spirits between the Waqavuka Open Mixed and the Samoa Under-16 Mixed. The scoreline finishing with Waqavuka coming out on top, 7-4. We're going to take a quick break, and you can join us for the last live stream game of the day in the Under-16 boys grade. See you soon.